ഹലോ ഗൈസ്, വീഡിയോ പുതിയതായിട്ട് കാണുന്നവർ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക കേട്ടോ. സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. വീഡിയോ പുതുതായിട്ട് കാണുന്നവർ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക കേട്ടോ. വീഡിയോ പുതുതായിട്ട് കാണുന്നവർ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക കേട്ടോ. സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യുക, കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്യുക.
Your body does keep on twerking, but your eyes keep looking and lurking. I got all the time in the world. Let it talk to me. Set it. Just slow it down, let your body speak. Turn it up. I know that timing is everything. Let's do this. How long I got is infinity. Infinity. Let it talk. Step, step. Baby girl, don't you worry, my friend. Let it talk. Step, step. Look how long me and you figure it. Step, yeah, shake it up, don't you worry, my friend. Let it talk, step, step, yeah. Look how long me and you figure it. Hold on tight, baby girl, come and look when you blaze it back. Tell the DJ turn it up, max. Blast it up, ain't no turning back. So long. I got this love to give you one time, and boy you're moving so fine. You got me losing my mind. Let it talk to me. Hey, just slow it down, let your body speak right away.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement's already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course, he played in that most famous of all Catalan dream teams.
Yeah, not one of its most glamorous members, maybe, but definitely one of the most important.
Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. And that is expertly dealt with. That's really well cleared. No, that was never going to make it. Now that's well seen too. Schneider. Oh, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Really is miffed having made the run and not get picked out.
Now that looks a decent ball. Looking to play him in. De Bruyne. It's a pretty loose pass. Great vision. Schneider. Now this could be a chance. Here's a corner, good chance. And we have our very first corner. Towering header! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Not the most accurate pass. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Now, can they get him away? Picked out, and the shot! And it's it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Borussia Dortmund restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Ambitious ball here. Nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Played into space. Oh, it's Van Basten. That has been cut short. Cafu gets across to intercept that. It's a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a throw in. Schneider cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And so the action is resumed. Chance! And again!
Of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Oh, it's Van Basten.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's got away from it. Aims beyond the defence. Bergkamp! He's got a goal! It's
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He has slightly undercooked that one.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chance for the shot! Back in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Portugal with the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one, and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Searching pass he's played there. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, there's the clearance. Substitution. And he's managed to gift it back. And he's gone looking for safety.
There will be 5 minutes.
Knocks it into space. Great ball, and he's in. It's Iniesta! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Forlan.
That's good play from him.
That's a decent clearance. That's a throw. Cross flung in towards the middle. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Your entry tickets at hand as it's time.
So there it is.
വീഡിയോ പുതുതായിട്ട് കണ്ടതൊന്ന് സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ലൈക്ക് ചെയ്യണം സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യണം. सब्सक्राइब करिए, लाइक करिए, कमेंट करिए.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neymar made a good run there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with him there.
It's Snyder! Oh, in he goes again! This time, surely! Oh, that wasn't far away. That looks a decent... He's having a pop!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it.
Shot! Here's a chance! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
He is through here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That is a brilliant interception. Maldini clears without hesitation. Tries to pass it through. No goals as yet. Mateus. Now it's Berbatov. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's put pay to the danger. Dani Olmo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Neymar. And this is Ronaldo. It's run loose here. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Berbatov. And he's picked out the run. Oh, he's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal have their second corner now. Zanetti clears it away. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. He's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most accurate pass. It's really well cleared. No, that's been intercepted. Gerrard aims beyond the defence. Oh, this looks sharp. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Portugal clearly, and Berbatov!
Brilliant! Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish. And a trademark
Move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now it's Danny Olmo. And he has been fouled there. Now the ref's been lenient here.
I can't get too many more chances.
ഇതുവരെയായിട്ട് നമ്മൾ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യണം.
And that's a good ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's going wide left. That's where it came from. And he's had it nicked away. Cafu. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get.
And he shoots! Oh, and again!
Once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Gets his head on it!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a good run down the right. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Played out wide. O'Reilly. And now the breakaway. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Real chance!
What a wild footballs and how moments. Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Oh, good fly! And that is well cleared. Oh, what a ball! And he's got big chance!
Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And they're back in front!
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often. Borussia Dortmund
Leading now.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
That's the throw. And it's Olmo.
There will be 5 minutes.
Xavi
added
Alonso.
time.
Well, there's your danger man. A title that is entirely justified. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Looking for the run. Snyder. This is that. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like
and
that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
It certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And this is Zola. No messing about, just bludgeoned them. Oh, he's been caught. There's the shot! And he scores! Aimed beyond the defence. Sola. And Sola! Denied by an instinctive save.
Zola really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good fly! In he goes again. It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. Akanji deals with that comfortably. And Baston was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's definitely onside. That's a simple one for the keeper.
A few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And Dyke clears without hesitation. Gerrard, Scholes cuts out the pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. It's Batistuta. Not the most accurate pass. Chooses to deal with it himself. Oh, easy pickings there. And he cuts out the supply. Gerrard. Looking for options for movement. Akanji gets across to intercept that. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Scholes. McAllister knocks it into space, and he welcomes it in. Real chance! They've scored!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Portugal leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Portugal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Munich really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up that could spell trouble. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. De Rossi. Gerrard. That's a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's another good win of the ball. Yamal, the ultimate schemer, the supplier-in-chief. Can he get it through? Well read, and the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Probing pass. Can he get on the end of this? Yamal! Brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish and absolute joy. And with the match slipping away, they have pulled themselves off the canvas. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
Looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. tries a shot! Brilliant by Toffee! A finish right from the top draw! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Zola.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Good ball, good take. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Schneider conjures time and space where few can.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Too much on it. That is an easy claim for the keeper. He's not getting any further than that. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing.
Get it. What you wanna do? Go school. We gon' picture this. Post it, mind my business. Wanna play cool, so I did resist for a little bit, but the whole playlist was lit and then I implement. Little foot tap, then I flick the wrist, and then I twist the hip, and then I thought this cool, I'ma stick with this. Can't tame me, shoulders going crazy. See that neck breaking, that head banging, them hands waving. I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body scream. I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, 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 I wanna dance. Dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance. All I wanna do is move on the boogaloo, I'ma groove my body. I just gotta lose the shoes when that fool get loose, know that you can't stop it. Watch this, look at how I work that pocket, look at how I flow like faucets, that pop look like robotics. Shoulders gone crazy, see that neck breaking, that head banging, the hands waving. I'm dangerous, you cannot contain this. I was trying to chill till I heard my body scream. I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, I wanna dance, what you wanna do? Oh, we gon' move. Dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, dance, yeah, I just wanna dance, dance, yeah.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Well, Peter, I'm looking forward to seeing a player who has brought some new skills to the game. Ronaldinho. He looks one way and passes the other. Unconventional and cheeky, but always an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, he's playing beach football on the grandest stage of all.
The entertainer.
Can he get on the end of this? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Kaká. Oh, it's beyond the defence. Oh, he couldn't quite catch up to that. And he's there to get it away. And it's Robertson. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Ronaldinho. Can he finish? And he's done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book. Ronaldinho with a real chance here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Ronaldinho! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super find. Van Dijk. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Kaká.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And he's taking no chances there. Cannavaro. Great vision. That pass isn't the best.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Xavi Alonso. Van Basten. Pedri. Short changes him with that pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now this could be a chance.
1 minute added
Robertson.
time.
He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! Oh, that is a thrilling end to the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And we come to you now with
Portugal unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. So let's get the ball rolling.
Portugal can really with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't need Cristiano Ronaldo! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stops. That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ronaldinho, and this is Forlan. And here's Forlan, and that's a throw-in. That's very neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's found a way through. He's had a shot!
Denied by an instinctive save. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Impressive jump!
No, just not quite. Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Portugal still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. He can run onto that. Seaman gets it away and claimed it back swiftly. Van Dijk. Forlan. Sergio, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. Okay, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now they can clear their lines.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 25, Zola. Number 17, Gattuso. Number 16.
Plenty of space out wide here.
De Rossi.
Cafu getting this one clear.
Number 21.
And he shoots!
Number
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's Ronaldinho. Tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot!
Well taken goal. Portugal are level.
Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
It's played through for him. And a chance! And there's a goal! And they've got their lead back! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. And he was quick to react.
knocks it into space. Kaka. Ronaldinho. No, that was never going to make it. That was not gone well. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Well, there's the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's quick to return it. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, he's been caught napping! And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport.